Welcome to the party.
What is? That has unlimited heads.
What the
fuck is that?
What the
Yo, we got the fucking.
Oh my!
What a?
Oh, we're in the fucking pyramid.
What the? Oh, I can't move.
Cutscene.
What the?
Ew!
What the hell is that?
What the fuck?
We're in the pyramid. Look up. We're in the Luxor in Las Vegas.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, it's a giant scrotum!
Hey everyone, Clarkish here, welcome back to another video. Today I am back, and today, welcome to the Black Ops 7 Zombies launch review. The last time I'd done something like this was back with Black Ops 6 Zombies, and I was going to review each season, but I was too late with season 1, so I didn't decide to do the other seasons later on at that time. So I will try to do them for every season now with Black Ops 7. And the first thing we're going to talk about is, of course, the map, Ashes of the Damned. Off the get-go, Ashes of the Damned is the best modern zombies map we have gotten so far. From the visuals, to the story, to the gameplay, to the characters, to its main easter egg being the best main easter egg we have ever had in modern zombies. The boss fight too, even with its nerf, is still one of the best yet unique boss fights we have ever had in zombies. And to top it all off, in my opinion, this is the best boss fight arena we have ever had in Call of Duty Zombies history. And even though we have the jump pads in the map, whenever I'm playing Ashes, I still feel like I am still using and utilising the Wonder Vehicle Tessie, as the Wonder Vehicle is so much fun to use, and the Wonder Weapon is one of my favourite Wonder Weapons of all time, from its design to its explosive and shoot and spike abilities, along with granting you a max of bonus 100 HP, giving you in total 400 HP. The map layout too is fantastic, starting you in Janus Towers and giving you a choice to either go to Blackwater Lake or Farm, which by the way are the two creepiest locations in the map. And Ashwood has a mix of both eeriness and creepiness, along with being such a cool ass location, and the Cosmodrome area and the diner area are definitely the best areas to look at in the entire map. Only problem in this map is definitely how you do not earn any points from the zombies in the fog area, and even though we hardly go into the fog area, I am glad we have more reason to go into the fog areas compared to that of the islands on Terminus, due to there really being no reason to go on the 2 out of the 3 islands on Terminus. The only reason you'd be going into the fog would either be for camera grinding, relics, side easter eggs, or the main easter egg when you're getting the keys for the key step. But if you're just playing naturally, like myself, and are still using Tessie from start to finish of your Ashes of the Damned match, you're still going through the fog, and the best way to go through the fog is when you're using Tessie. And while the side easter eggs on this map are helpful, and you can call me out on this if I am right or not, but I am pretty sure there aren't as many side easter eggs on this than say Terminus or Liberty Falls. But even then, with the side easter eggs that have already been found within this map, not only are they helpful, but they are pretty neat too. So Ashes of the Damned, as the one and only map we got on launch for this game, clears both Terminus and Liberty Falls in the whole of Black Ops 6 Zombies. And this map just has so much replayability, represented itself as one of, in my opinion, the greatest maps of all time potentially. Top 10, or even, maybe, just maybe top 5. I will be honest, I don't see myself playing survival a lot, but I do appreciate it as survival is a good way for the devs to go all out on the main maps whilst putting out small maps just to chill out and grind on, whether that be for camos or XP. And as of recording this video, we only have farm out, but we are going to get Exit 115, also known as Diner, for a survival map, along with the Cosmodrome Area 2 as a survival map as well. One thing I appreciate about the survival maps is that it gives you rewards for reaching round 10, 25 and 50. That could be an Ultra Gobblegum, calling card or a camo, so while there isn't much to do on survival, it is a nice little touch to add into zombies. The modern mechanics of zombies have never really bothered me a whole lot. Can they be better? Absolutely. But are they completely awful? I don't think so. At least not in my opinion. Sure, I'd rather not have armor, but I don't think armor is the worst thing ever. Along with that, I'd rather not have rarities, but at the same time, both armor and rarities hasn't been enough to completely ruin the game for me. But I will say, modern zombies mechanics with every iteration we have had ever since Cold War has gradually gotten better with every single game, even if it is just small changes. But one of the biggest things that upset a lot of people was that Black Ops 7 Zombies is just the same mechanics as Black Ops 6 Zombies, but with quality of life improvements that Black Ops 6 could have just gone updated on launch or another season. And while that is a good thing, I think that a lot of people, including myself, would much rather prefer a new set of mechanics or even classic mechanics. But even then, playing with the modern mechanics in this game feels a lot better than Black Ops 6. I don't know what it is, but it just feels better. And while it isn't still perfect, it still is better. And I'd rather have stuff improve and be better than for it to be worse. So thank you, Treyarch, for that. And if you still don't like the modern mechanics in BO7, well, you have another way of playing zombies in this game, and that is cursed mode. Cursed mode was leaked ever since Black Ops 6, but initially it was leaked as a classic mode, where the mode was playing all these modern zombies maps, specifically Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7, but on classic mechanics, but as its own mode. And for Black Ops 7, the classic mode arrived. Sort of. It isn't completely classic, but off-rip, thanks to the HUD customization, when you play Cursed mode, Treyarch have made it so by default a lot of the HUD elements are disabled, the biggest one being the minimap, compass, and giving you more of a classic zombies feel. Along with that, you also start with a starting pistol, and the biggest selling point of Cursed mode is the classic point system. Of the classic score feed, it is just so beautiful and satisfying. But even though we got some of these classic mechanics back, that doesn't mean it is a classic mode. It isn't, because Treyarch officially labelled it Cursed mode as a hardcore mode, just with some classic mechanics thrown in there. And within Cursed mode, off-rip, the game feels a lot more bare bones, and is definitely a lot more harder. For starters, because of the classic point system granting you more points compared to that of the modern zombies point system, the Pack-a-Punch price has went up in price. So for Pack-a-Punch tier 1 in Cursed mode, it's 10k points, for Pack-a-Punch tier 2 in Cursed mode, it's 25k points, and for tier 3 pack in Cursed mode, it's 50k points. And while I don't mind this, I'd still much rather prefer we had the normal cost of Pack-a-Punch, and the reason why I don't mind the change of the Pack-a-Punch price in Cursed is because 1, we have the classic point system granted us more points, and 2, whether it be on standard or on Cursed, I always seem to get pack 2-3 on the same round, and that always seems to be between round 25 to 30 on Ashes of the Damned, no matter the mode I'm playing on, whether that be Cursed or standard. Along with that, Cursed mode also offers relics, which are items you can unlock in a match of Cursed within Ashes of the Damned. All of them have their own quest behind them to unlock, and each of them work in tiers. If you have enough relics unlocked and equipped, then you can unlock the tier 1 reward being golden armor. Then if you have unlocked and equipped even more relics, you will then have the ultra rarity unlock. And then if you equip even more relics, then you will unlock the tier 3 reward, being the tier 4 Pack-a-Punch. And if you do the main Easter egg in Ash of the Damned in each tier for Cursed mode, you will unlock 3 Gore Crowley looking like Pack-a-Punch camos, and they look so nice. and Treyarch have stated that they will be adding even more relics and DLCs. With DLC 1, they will be granting us 6 more relics, which is insane. So thank you, Treyarch. Curse is definitely one big step, and I mean a really big major step in the right direction for the Zombies mod as a whole. Now, this is going to be a short one, and the reason why I'm talking about the HUD here is just because of the fact that the HUD is being a big talk within the zombie space ever since Black Ops 4 Zombies, and with the release of Black Ops 6, we managed to have HUD customization. And while that is great, the HUD still never felt like Zombies, so Treyarch decided to give us even more HUD customization, and even make a Zombies Dark Aether type theme HUD you can select, which is amazing. And even though it literally just is the multiplayer HUD mostly, I still think it looks nice. I like it personally, but I will say everything on the HUD being turned on in Zombies, it is way too messy and might honestly be the worst HUD ever in Zombies with everything turned on. But thanks to HUD customization and being able to turn off certain HUD aspects, it is actually a good HUD, especially with the zombie scene being applied to the HUD. If it weren't for the HUD customizations, Black Ops 7 Zombies HUD would have been the worst Zombies HUD ever, just simply because it was too messy and way too much stuff is on the screen. I mean, look at this. It is horrendous. But once again, thanks to HUD customization, the Zombies HUD with certain HUD aspects being turned off and tweaked a bit, it looks nice. And shout out to the Legend HD as he made a whole video showing the best HUD settings to turn on for you to have the best looking HUD in Black Ops 7 Zombies. Link is in the description to that video, because I personally used the settings that Legend made in his video and the HUD looks a lot better, so please do go check that out. Treyarch, thank you for allowing us to turn off objective markers also. Dead Ops Arcade is a game mode I don't really play a lot. Not because I don't like it, I do like it, don't get me wrong, but I just prefer playing normal zombies over it. And while Dead Ops Arcade 4 from the one game I played of it is fun, to say it is better than Dead Ops Arcade 3, I am honestly not so sure, to be honest. As one thing that Dead Ops Arcade 4 is missing is the wild from Dead Ops Arcade 3. And while yes, Dead Ops Arcade 4 had the best bosses from Shattered Veil and Citadel Daymore and has awesome minigames in between, the wild was my favourite part ever in Dead Ops Arcade, and to see it not back in Dead Ops Arcade 4, sure it isn't disappointing, but it's still quite sad. But still, even without the world, it is still a good Dead Ops Arcade iteration. I'll keep this one short and sweet, but once again Treyarch killed it with the music. I mean, listen to this. The story on this map is amazing. I was worried with how they were going to balance out 8 playable characters in this game, as Black Ops 6 Zombies' story was messy. Granted, it started off great on launch and on Citadel, but with the release of the Tomb, that is when it started to get really really, and I mean really, bad, as there was hardly any story on the map whatsoever, making it one of the worst maps in Zombies history in terms of its story. And granted, Shattered Veil's story was good and an improvement, but then The Reckoning came out, and sure, it wasn't as bad as the Tomb story, but still wasn't great, as Black Ops 6 Zombies suffered simply because of a lack of explanation. Now, I get it, we had a lack of explanation in the older games, but at that time, we had enough clues and hints for us to put together in order for us to make sense on what was going on in the story back in the day. But in Black Ops 6, we didn't. Black Ops Cold War actually done it well, but the only reason why they done the story well in that game is because they had over 600 pieces of intel in that game, and people didn't like how it took 600 pieces of intel just to understand what was going on in the story of Black Ops Cold War Zombies. And Treyarch decided to make it so we had less intel in Black Ops 6 and focused more on telling the story through cutscenes and buff intel, with us only having in total I think around 80 pieces of intel in Black Ops 6. But then here comes the problem. The intel we got given in Black Ops 6 wasn't enough for us to piece together what was going on in that game's story, at least from what I have gathered anyway. And if anything, it left us with more plot holes from the Tomb and onwards. And also, we did not get any more intro cutscenes, but with Black Ops 7, we are confirmed to get an intro cutscene with every map, which is good. But of course, we have the mid-game cutscenes as well, and end-game cutscenes. The end cutscene of the Tomb was nothing, as the characters did not speak once, and this was because Treyarch's use of AI and the actors striking against it at the time. Shattered Veil improved a lot on the story compared to the Tomb, so no complaints there. But Reckoning, well yes, it is better than the Tomb in terms of its story. We never learned anything about what more can the Sentinel artifact do, especially when we are under the assumption in the end cutscene of the Reckoning that the Sentinel artifact opened up the multiverse once again, which the Sentinel artifact, particularly the one in BO6, is the exact same one from Void of Despair. And we learned in Void of Despair that this Sentinel artifact can travel through the multiverse, which I never knew until Nicole of Cringe pointed out that on Twitter, thanks to Stanley557, the Void of Despair lover himself. And that is the problem. Sure, I should have known about this within Void of Despair, but it would have been nice to learn about this ability and hear about it again as a reminder within Black Ops 6 Zombies, not just for the people learning and playing the game for the first time for the story, but also for the characters too. And that is why Black Ops 6 suffered from a lack of explanation, with hardly any clues for us to piece together to understand what was going on. But Black Ops 7, as of right now anyway, has fixed the issue. Of course, we are getting intro cutscenes for every map, actually interesting intel, and of course mid-game cutscenes and the end-game cutscene, which, by the way, the end-game cutscene for Ashes of the Damned set the stage up for the next 3 maps, as it's basically reverse Black Ops 3. Instead of killing our characters' souls, we were getting them back. The only mystery is when we get our characters' souls back, what will the last 2 maps entail, as we have been told to get 6 maps in this game, just like Black Ops 6 Zombies. Another thing I love that Black Ops 7 Zombies added to the story is giving backstory between each area in Ashes of the Damned. And while I do think if they didn't do this and we just focused on the characters and get the same cutscenes we have in Ashes of the Damned now, I still think the story would have been good. But the writing team giving backstory to each area of Ashes of the Damned, it's just a nice touch. So Treyarch, please, I beg, keep this pace of the story for Black Ops 7 going strong, as you have started off really strong with Ashes. Let's keep it going for every DLC until the end of Black Ops 7 Zombies in the future of the Dark Ages story. Treyarch have been uploading dev talks semi-weekly, and it shows that they have been listening to the community a lot with Black Ops 7 compared to that of Black Ops 6. And I'm not just talking about zombies here, I'm talking about multiplayer here too. And one of the 2 biggest parts of Treyarch listening is both Cursed Mode and Cursed being in survival maps, as Cursed Mode can only be played in the main maps as of right now, being Ashes of the Damned and soon to be Ashram Alone. But as of recently, Kevin Drew stated that the team is looking into adding Cursed Mode to be playable on the survival maps. Another showing of proof that Treyarch are listening and making changes to the game due to feedback somewhat quickly is the nerf they done to the boss fight. Now yes, the boss fight is still difficult co-op, but the boss fight without relics equipped or just doing in standard mode in solo is quite easy now. And while most people don't like the major nerf they done, I still like the boss fight, as it's still unique and can still be hard during its third phase, and is still fun, which is what is most important to me personally. So thank you for that, Treyarch. Now, I did ask your guys' thoughts on Twitter on what you guys think about Black Ops 7 Zombies as a whole, and this is what you guys said. We got one from Astravale, and Astravale says, absolute cinema. I'm really enjoying it and all the changes. I want to play it inside the gaping thrasher hole. What? We got one from Mr. L, and Mr. L said, the launch content of this game is solid, with the expanding of Black Ops 6 with its augments and returning ammo mods. However, the game is a slight step down from BO6, as this game has had some pretty unstable servers. Now, I don't want to say it's a step down from Black Ops 6 simply just because it has unstable servers, which can be fixed later on, kind of like how Black Ops 4 was. But Treyarch is definitely updating the game a lot more, as I personally have been crashing a lot on curse mode when it comes to interacting with the crafting table, but Treyarch managed to fix this in only 2 days. So Treyarch are definitely on their A game, so I wouldn't say it's a step down from Black Ops 6 personally. But in terms of stableness on launch, I completely understand, but that isn't enough for me to say is Black Ops 7 worse than Black Ops 6's launch. I still think BO7's better in my opinion. We got one from FPS Psycho, and FPS Psycho says, it's incredibly fun. Having 8 dedicated crew members doesn't feel overwhelming, and they all have hilarious interactions. There's literally not a single quote I dislike so far. Ashes and Farm are very replayable. The camel grind is way less tedious, truly feels like Black Ops 6 was filler in comparison to everything we've had so far. Longest Modern Zombies Easter egg hunt, which is a very good sign. The Black Ops 7 augments are some of the most fun I've ever had in a non-modded zombies game, and curse mode is what we've been needing for years. 8 out of 10 so far in my books. Now, I do agree. To say Black Ops 6 is a filler game though, I'm not sure, because unironically going back to Black Ops 6 after playing Black Ops 7 right now would definitely feel weird, but I looked back on Black Ops 6 and just thought of the great maps and the great times I made on that. Like, I actually really like Terminus. It's one of my favourite maps of all time, might even be top 3. Liberty Falls is a great bonus map. Granted, it isn't, but it definitely plays like one. Citadel Day More, I know a lot of people aren't like the biggest fans of it right now, but I definitely think it's very cool, and I'm quite addicted to that map. The Tomb, well, granted, has the worst story out of like most zombies maps. It definitely is just a chill, laid back, fun experience, honestly. And Shard Vale, well, I like the map. I don't like it as much as most people out there. It still is a lot of fun with its Mark II upgrades, the Modern Zombies Wonder Wolf being super strong, and of course its Easter egg and boss fight. It's fantastic. And in The Reckoning, I just enjoy it for the shits and gigs. I mean, the story's all over the place on that map, but it is a lot of fun to play personally, in my opinion. So to say it's a filler game, I don't really agree, but at the same time, if you were to go back to play Black Ops 6 directly after just playing Black Ops 7, it would feel so weird. So I can kind of get it. We got one from Joe Met, and Joe Met says, the biggest W game since Black Ops 4. Easily set up one of the best of all time. We'll see. Now, I said this about Black Ops 6. My top 3 zombies games right now, with number 3 is Black Ops 4, then it's Infinite Warfare, then it's Black Ops 3. I said many times on stream on my Twitch channel that Black Ops 6 could be my top 3 zombies games of all time if they keep the consistency with the maps, which personally I enjoy all the maps, and they keep a good story, because I definitely think Black Ops 4 Zombies, out of I think really all the zombies modes across, has the best zombie story out of any of the games personally. But Black Ops 6 didn't deliver that, of course, with the Tomb being the biggest fall off. So if Black Ops 7 keeps going really well with their maps, and of course now that we have curse mode and I don't mind the modern mechanics at all, and they keep this good pace of a story going, making it so we don't have plot holes, make it so we have good intel and cutscenes that really explain the story well, and the characters all being very balanced, I will be happy with that, and will definitely say Black Ops 7 would be better than BO4. But for right now, I can't say that until the very end of Black Ops 7's life cycle. We got on for the Caborium, and Caborium says, my boy Weaver is still in it, so it's a W from me. Now, I agree. I am a Weaver fanboy. I loved Weaver personally in Black Ops 1, so when he was in Black Ops Core Zombies, I was a bit shocked, and I didn't like the idea at first, but I kind of fucked with it. And to place him in Zombies is so goddamn cool. So I'm a bit biased, as I know a lot of people aren't really the biggest fan of Weaver, but let's be honest, compared to every other Requiem character right now, Weaver is the leader. He is the guy of Requiem, so he's the GOAT. We got one from Tragic, and Tragic says, it's really fucking good. 100%. We got one from Too Bad for Xbox, and he says, best launch of all time for one reason, and one reason only. And it's Emma Kagan Swerkin. I think he liked the campaign a little bit too much. We got one from Turkey Tom, and Turkey Tom says, very fun and unique map. The Necrofood Gauntlet is top tier. Character quotes are much better. Side Easter eggs counting relics are so good. Story somehow made a comeback from BO6. Curse is extremely interesting and fun as well. They could pretty hard. All around, I agree. Necrofood Gauntlet is one of my favourite wonder weapons of all time. Might even be my personal favourite, because I genuinely thought that wonder weapon was going to be shit, but I was wrong. But on top of that, everyone being happy with the story so far in BO7, even with the return of the OG4, well, at least a new version of the OG4, is actually good to see, because a lot of people didn't like the idea of a new version of the OG4 coming back, especially after Tactone's ending, and even though it's a new version of the OG4 and it's not Primus or Ultimus, people were still upset about it. But to see that they actually done them well in this game, and a lot of people are actually going ahead to say this is the best version of them, is actually good to see. So you're doing good, Treyarch. Just keep it going till the very end of BO7. We got one from Magic, and Magic says, we got great character quotes from all 8 of them, amazing map atmosphere, great intel with actual story importance, movement feels like a large improvement from BO6, bye tax sprint by default. Overall, it's an 8.5 to 9 out of 10 for me. They just need to stick the landing on the story. Again, everything I agree there. If basically everything I said about Black Ops 6 being better than BO4 is exactly how I feel about Black Ops 7 right now. They just need to stick the landing with the story. We got one from Nando, and Nando says, great atmosphere, great 8 character interactions, new augment additions are pretty banger, interesting intel and importance that makes me want more. The main map has a fantastically wonderful charm, despite the launch boss fight dragging it down severely. A solid 8.5 out of 10 for me. Now, I agree with everything here, apart from the boss fight, you know, opinion here, which that's totally fine. I'm not going to hate you for it. But I definitely do think the boss fight was very 50-50 for people. Even with the nerf, I saw people saying that they didn't like how the main way to take down the boss was Tessie. But I don't know, man. It was a very different take of a boss fight being set in a cool ass boss fight arena. And the fact that it just wasn't point, shoot gun, or mainly use the wonder weapon, it was interesting to see a very different, unique take on how to take down a boss. And with Tessie being so fucking cool, I loved it. So, I'm going to disagree with the boss fight take there, but everything else, I agree. We got one from Rick Toffin, and Rick Toffin says, is fun. Yes it is. We got one from Yo, it's Husky, and Husky says, it's peak. There's a lot to do with the main Easter egg, and then all the curse stuff. Now, I 100% agree. You've got many opportunities to do curse mode as many times you want with the Easter egg, which gives you unique rewards. On top of that, the relics in curse mode having its own unique quest, and of course, the map itself and the main Easter egg, whether you play on cursed or not, is a lot of fun. We got from the Return of Thuggery, and Return of Thuggery says, it fixes basically every single problem I had with Black Ops 6, but for that the maps, although good on their own, felt too samey and similar to each other, are visually kind of boring. Also, being able to disable waypoints is such a massive quality of life improvement. Now, this is an interesting comment, and I definitely do gotta agree, because Black Ops 7, again, is mainly just Black Ops 6 mechanics, just for quality of life improvements, but it's still not the biggest change. But like I said previously in this video, and like Return of Thuggery just said here, for whatever reason, playing with the Black Ops 6 mechanics on Black Ops 7 Zombies just feels a lot more better naturally, and I don't know why, but it just does. So definitely gotta agree with you there. We got one from $893, and $sign says, phenomenal. Voice lines are great despite reusing old ones from last year. Easter egg is good so far. I haven't finished it though. Only did the Gauntlet one. Haven't tried it as a weapon yet. Story shaping up to be good as a Weaver fan. Definitely do agree. The only thing that I'll say Weaver is very lacking within this is he didn't talk throughout the mid-game cutscene, the intro cutscene, and of course the ending cutscene. So I really hope with them going in a reverse Black Ops 3 type of deal storyline with them, instead of them killing their, you know, different cells to kill off their souls and instead gaining their souls back, I really do hope when we get to Weaver's map where he gets his soul back, he talks a lot more, because again, I'm a personal Weaver fanboy myself in the campaign, and I do like how he is zombies and as a playable character, so I really do hope he does get his chance to shine within zombies throughout, not only in the quotes, because when you're playing this Weaver, naturally in Ash of the Damned, he's totally fine, but just in the cutscenes where he just didn't talk at all, it was just kind of disappointing. But aside from that, I still love the go. All around, Black Ops 7 is a solid 8 out of 9 out of 10 for me, and could definitely be one of my top 3 favourite zombies games of all time. It just really needs to stick the landing with the story, because I definitely do think all the maps I'll have a lot of fun with this year, like I did with Black Ops 6 Zombies. But guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, please subscribe, leave a like, click the notification bell also to the channel. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Leave a comment down below what you guys think about Ashes of the Damned and Black Ops 7 Zombies as a whole. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Is it your favourite Zombies mode? Is it not? Specifically the launch content? Let me know. Basically guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all within the next video or live stream. And goodbye!